So, I am surrounded by movies. We got a very large collection update to go through today, guys. We got over 50 titles. So, welcome to Pot's Movie Dungeon. We'll get started right after this. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started here, but before I do, if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first time here, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I really would appreciate your support. As you can see around me here, this is a physical media channel. We do movie reviews, unboxings, live streams, pretty much anything involving physical media, guys, you're going to find it here. So, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I got over 50 titles. And so I'm going to have to go through these pretty fast. This is going to be a 3-hour video. But I got kind of behind on my collection updates. If you guys didn't see it, me and Brian Goes Blue and Johnnie Walker, we did an over 4-hour live stream this past Saturday night. And guys, it was a great time. I will link that down below if you guys didn't check it out. And Monday and Tuesday I had some unboxings. I unboxed the Anaconda set and I unboxed the Mad Max set from the UK. Well guys, that being said, my collection update got a little bit behind, but we're going to rectify that today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, guys. Now, those that have been watching the channel probably know that I've been trying to get all the MVD Rewinds. This is a line I started collecting maybe a couple months ago, maybe a month ago. But my friend Brian Goes Blue told me about a documentary from MVD Rewind called The Go-Go Boys. It's a documentary on Canon Films. Really enjoyed that, and so I just kind of decided, yeah, there was enough films in this line that I kind of wanted to go ahead and collect them all. I really like the retro slips. I really liked a lot of the movies. And good transfers, and it was just a line that was not super expensive to collect. So, and they didn't have a ton of titles in their line yet, so I felt like it was a good time to go ahead and kind of jump in. So, needless to say, as you're going to see here, over the last month or so, I have collected quite a few MVD Rewinds. So guys, I'm excited that the movies I have here, I'm about to show you from MVD Rewind. I am now completely caught up with the collection right now. The only thing I'm missing is a slipcover for Nemesis. And that has proven to be pretty challenging. I have not yet been able to find that slipcover. So if anybody finds it or runs across it for some reason, shoot me a message on Instagram. Once I get that slipcover, I will have everything in the line, and I can just buy from here on out. Which is something I'm excited about, guys, because a lot of these movies are just a lot of fun. I've watched 3 or 4 in the line so far, and there's a lot of movies that I really loved back in my childhood. But anyway, guys, enough about that. We'll go ahead and get started with what I picked up from MVD Rewind. And the first one we got here is Lionheart. Of course, with my man Jean-Claude Van Damme. But I will show you guys what everything looks like real quick, guys. Like I said, this is a little bit of an overwhelming video because I have so many titles to go over. But we're just going to get through it, guys. And so that's what the artwork, guys. Now I'm going to show you this first one here just to give you an idea. All of the artwork on the inside is pretty much like this. But these traditionally don't come with reversible slips. And most of the disc art is pretty much like that. And they all come with a poster. I'll show you guys a poster on this first one here, guys, just so you have a general idea. And it's usually just a poster of the artwork. Nothing special, just a nice little touch. And like I said, most of these don't come with reversible artwork. And if I do come across one that has the reversible, I'll try to let you guys know. But just to save some time, I'm not going to show you guys the inside of every one and show you the same color disc. But anyway, guys, I'm real happy to have this one. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. I grew up watching his films, and I'm glad to have this one back in the collection. I'm sure I owned this on VHS back in the day. Alright, moving on to the next one. We have a film from 1982, and it's one called One Dark Night. Now, I don't have any memory of watching this movie. I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. If I have, it's been a really long time ago. But this is one that my buddy Brian Goes Blue sent me, whatever, so thank you, Brian, for that. And I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I'm hoping to check it out real soon. And this one stars Meg Tilly, and a little bit further down the cast list, you have Adam West, so I guess the old Batman's in this. Just at a quick glance, guys, I don't recognize any other names. But guys, this is classified as a horror movie. It says as part of an initiation into a club called the Sisters, a young girl must spend the night in a mausoleum. So, looks like a horror movie from the early 80s, guys. Those are always a lot of fun. All right, up next, we have a movie that I have not seen in many, many years. But it's one that I remember, being just a cheesy good time, guys, and that's Double Dragon. And real happy to have this with a slipcover. That slipcover is one of the harder ones to find, and I was lucky that this one came with one. And this one actually does have reversible artwork, so I'm going to show you that real fast. Nothing majorly different, guys, but this one does have it. Like I said, most of the titles, I've noticed, a lot of the titles anyway, don't really have the reversible artwork. But, of course, you do get the poster on the inside and all that stuff. Anyway, guys, this one here came out in 1994. It was directed by James Urich. I'm probably saying that wrong. James Ukich, I guess it is. So this one stars Robert Patrick and Alyssa Milano. So yeah, I hadn't seen it in a long time, guys. I just remember, this being cheesy fun. So, and I want to say I've only seen it one time, but looking forward to revisiting it again. And for those of y'all that care, Lionheart is spine number 8, and One Dark Night is spine number 22. All right, next up we have an action movie. I guess you would call it that. It's called Action USA from 1989, directed by Jon Stewart. There's the blue on the inside, the blue case. And this does have, looks like reversible artwork as well. So, I don't know which is the original, guys. Don't know much about this movie. If I had to guess, that's probably the original artwork there. But yeah, Action USA, I mean, it sounds like your typical, like I said, your typical 80s action movie. After her boyfriend is murdered by the gangsters whose diamonds he stole, a girl is protected by 2 FBI agents who plan to keep her from sharing the same fate. So, you mix the two different actors, that's pretty much every action movie from the 80s, almost. Anyway, guys, that's Action USA, and that's spine number 27. So this next one here, and I know my buddy Brad, a friend of mine on Instagram that I talk to all the time, he was trying to grab some of these MVDs also, and this is one he had a hard time finding the slip for, and that was Abominable. And I actually had to buy this one on eBay in order to get it with the slip. And this is number 7, so this is pretty early in the line. But this slipcover here was pretty hard to find. This movie came out in 2006. A man crippled in a climbing accident returns to his cabin in the woods as part of his rehabilitation, but he wasn't prepared for the intimate onslaught. And the only names on this one, guys, that really jump out at me is this has Jeffrey Combs for Reanimator, and also has the great Lance Henriksen, one of my favorites. But guys, I love any kind of creature feature, any kind of monster movie like this. I'm a sucker for those kind of movies. So this is one I'm definitely looking forward to checking out. And like I said, that's spine number 7. Now this next one here has definitely got one of the longest names in the line. And that is a movie called Went to Coney Island on a Mission from God, Be Back by 5. If that's not a hell of a name for a title, I don't know what is. But this movie came out in 1998, and it was directed by Richard Scheckman, and it stars John Cryer. Which I'm a big fan of John Cryer from 2.5 Men, and also stars Eye on the Sky. So I'm just checking, guys, because I haven't had a chance to go through these very, very well and make sure I ain't missing out on any reversible artwork for you guys. Nothing to see here. And this is spine number 6. So we'll see, guys. It looks like it could be a good time. Yeah, but guys, this is one here that I really had never heard of before, but looking forward to checking it out. All right, so next up we have a movie with Drew Barrymore, and this one here came out in 1992, and this is another one that I was not familiar with, but it's called Gun Crazy. This stars Drew Barrymore, James LaGrosse, and this also has Eye on the Sky in it, so we got an Eye on the Sky double feature there. But anyway, guys, this is spine number 25, and that's Gun Crazy. Now, guys, in case I hadn't mentioned this already, which I'm sure I have, I love the way they do the retro cases here, and I'm going to show you one in just a minute that I'm a real big fan of. But, if you guys remember back in the old video store days, this one says, adult action, must be 18 to rent, has a sticker of like an old video store here, and please be kind, rewind. I mean, just a great touch, guys. Big fan of these slipcovers. All right, moving on to the next one. This is spine number 9, and it's a movie called Wind Rider. That's Tom Burleson and Nicole Kidman in it. And this one here is from 1986, and directed by Vincent Montan. So I'm naming these names, guys, like I know who the hell they are. I have no idea. So this is another one I'm not familiar with, but I'm very interested in checking it out. All right, now this next one here is a little weird one to be in the line. This is an animated movie from 1971, and I'm hoping I enjoy this, guys. It looks like you might need to be on some serious drugs to really enjoy this one. But it's a movie called The Point. Yeah, like I said, this seems to be kind of a strange movie to be in this line. Yeah, guys, I don't know about this one here, but it's narrated by Ringo Starr. So yeah, I don't know much about this one at all. I mean, there's a shitload of special features on the back. You guys let me know down below if you guys have seen this, if you know anything about it. But spine number 20. This is definitely the one that's in this line that I can honestly say that if it wasn't in this line, I would probably not have purchased it. But that being said, guys, I'm gonna give it a fair shake. Who knows? It may be one I enjoy. Maybe I need to be on some serious drugs to enjoy that one. We'll see. All right, moving on to the next one. We have spine number 19, and this is a 1992 movie called My Samurai. Now this one here looks be a little more my speed. This one says, a boy, Peter McRae, witnesses a gangland murder. He turns to his martial arts teacher, Young Park, to help defend him from the gangsters. On the run from both the gang and the police, Peter learns self-defense and the courage to face his fears. So, guys, sounds right up my alley. I love a good, any kind of martial arts, samurai movie. I mean, they're always a good time. I'm not recognizing anybody major here. I do recognize one name, Terry O'Quinn, him from Lost and as Stepfather. So I always like Terry O'Quinn. He's always getting everything he does. So yeah, looking forward to checking it out, guys. My samurai, this one seems to be a little more my speed, and we have no reversible on that one. And I apologize, I've already said it one time, guys, but that's pine number 19. All right, we're gonna save that one for last. All right, guys. So next up, we have a movie called Drive. Now this one here, I think I've heard of it before, but I'm not 100% sure. I know this one does star Kadeem Harrison, which I think is the guy from The Cosby Show, I think, and of course the late beautiful Brittany Murphy. She definitely passed way too young, but that poster does look familiar to me. It almost looks like a Speed ripoff, but this one does have versatile artwork, and I'm guessing that maybe is, I don't have any idea if that's the older or the new artwork, guys. No idea. That looks more like the original artwork to me, but this movie looks like a good time, guys. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. But this one came out in 1997, and this was directed by Steve Wang. This is a prototype enhanced human on the run from Chinese hired hitmen, hooks up with a dread-like bystander, and the two of them elude their pursuers narrowly each time. Anyway, guys, this one looks like a good time, and this is spine number 26. So yeah, this is one that I just about bought, even before I decided I was gonna collect the MVD Rewinds. I almost bought this one whenever it came out. I just remember whenever they announced this, it looked like it was kind of my speed. So anyway, guys, no pun intended. All right, so moving on to the next one, guys. It's spine number 33, and another movie I don't know very much about. I have heard of it though. It's called Dirty Laundry. This movie came out in 1987 and directed by William Webb. And it seems to be just like a silly comedy. It basically says a young man and his girlfriend unwittingly come into possession of a bag containing $1 million belonging to a drug smuggling ring. The mobsters try to catch the couple and retrieve their money. So guys, it's classified as a comedy thriller, but yeah, it could be a good time, guys. I recognize some of the faces here. Don't really recognize the names. This does star Frankie Valli. So that's for what that's worth. Yeah, don't recognize the other name, guys, but Sonny Bono's in this. So Frankie Valli and Sonny Bono. So yeah, we'll see. I'm intrigued by this one. It says it'll take more than soap and water to clean up this mess. So it looks like it's gonna be a wacky, comedy with a little bit of action mixed in. And that's spine number 33, guys. That's one of their later releases. All right, now this one here is the one I really wanted to show off these neat looking covers. If you guys remember walking into video stores back in the day, especially the mom and pop stores, you would walk in and you would find the old VHS titles up on the shelf, and they were like kind of sun drenched, whatever. The titles were kind of washed out from the sun, and it's just something that I really remembered whenever I seen this cover. And I'm gonna show you this here, guys. It's probably not gonna show up on camera very well, but just look at that there, and then look at the back. So they got the cover kind of drenched, like it's been kind of like faded by the sun. And it just really kind of brought me back to those old video store days. I thought was really neat. And this one here just says adventure, be kind, please rewind. But yeah, guys, you really can see it when I put it up next to the disc on the inside. So just a cool little touch, guys. And being a collector and a lifetime movie lover, I really can appreciate something like that. You got no reversible on this one, guys. A little bit of different disc artwork. And this is spine number 34, also one of their later releases. It says the homicidal sheriff Thomas Jefferson Geronimo, there's a name for you, is tasked with escorting a mobster to Malta. When the prisoner escapes, Geronimo goes to catch him. So, like I said, guys, you put that in with pretty much any 80s action movie and you got yourself a movie. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the MVD Rewinds that I picked up. And we'll do one of these numbers here. So that is all the MVD Rewinds that we got in this haul. And like I said, guys, that completes the line up to this point, except for that one slipcover. So I'm looking forward to grabbing that one. I'll keep hitting eBay every couple of days, and maybe somebody will have one for sale, at a pretty reasonable price. We'll see. And if not, I'll get one made down the road. I ain't too worried about it.
I can't lie!
Alright guys, this next group of movies here is going to be from the label Imprint. Now this is a company based out of Australia. And these titles are not that easy to find unless you get them from Australia, and then the shipping is going to kill you. The place I found to get these here locally in the States is usually Orbit DVD. Orbit DVD usually keeps a good 15 or 20 of these titles in their inventory at all times. And that's where I grabbed all these from. But there's a ton of movies that they have in their line that I really wanted to own. Some of these I've owned in the past, but I did not own currently. Matter of fact, I didn't own any of these in my collection, so I'm glad to have all these. But guys, the packaging on these are great. I have watched about 3 of these movies so far, and I'm telling you, the special features, the transfers, the packaging, this is a great company, guys. If you guys haven't looked at Imprint yet, after seeing this video, if you get a chance, go out there and check them out. They got some great titles. I want to say they're up to like, their spines are numbered. I know, I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. But I want to say they're up to like over 100, like 108. Don't quote me on that. But I know they're just over 100 on their line right now. But guys, this will probably not be a label. I know most of you ain't going to believe this. But this is probably not going to be a label that I'm going to collect all the titles. I know they're numbered, and I know that bothers me. But these aren't necessarily cheap. And so I'm pretty much just going to pull the movies from this collection that I really enjoy. They have like the Bob Hope collection, the Jerry Lewis collection, stuff like that. I really don't care nothing about. So I'm probably not going to try to collect this entire line. I'm just going to pretty much cherry pick the ones I want, which is what I've done so far. And there's probably 10 or 12 more that I'm really interested in. And but guys, you know me, once we get to that point, I might say the hell with it, go and collect all of them. So, don't give me no shit if you see me do that down the road. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've got I've got 6 titles from Imprint. So the first one, guys, and this is a fantastic movie. This is a movie from 1999 starring Kevin Bacon, and that's Stir of Echoes. And guys, I'm telling you, the artwork on this, I'm not sure if the camera's going to do it justice, but these boxes, and guys, look at that spine. That's what you're going to see on your shelf. Nice bold lettering on all the titles. Not only that, you get the Imprint logo at the top is very uniformed, and you get the year of the movie right there. You guys can see that. Of course, this one here says 1989. And down at the bottom, you have the number of the spine. This is spine number 91. But I'll go and show you real fast, guys. These are side-loading boxes like this. So there's the artwork, guys. And I'm not going to read all the special features, but that's all the features right there. So you get a pretty good amount. It's really a great label, guys. Now, you do get really nice disc art. I haven't really collected enough of these to know what they do about reverse artwork. But for the most part, I believe you're just going to get something like that. You'll get a nice shot from the movie. But you get these really nice, thick, clear cases. Yeah, guys, I have nothing but good things to say about them so far. The first movie I watched in this line was a movie called At Close Range with Christopher Walken and Sean Penn. And guys, I tell you, the interviews and the special features and the transfer, that movie was fantastic. I just enjoyed the hell out of it. And I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one here. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. But yeah, guys, that's Stir of Echoes, guys. Imprint, I can't say nothing but good things about them. All right, this next movie is one I'm pretty sure I've seen, but if I have, guys, I don't remember much about it. And but this is from 2003, and it's a Richard Donner film called Timeline, starring Paul Walker. Great artwork, guys. So, and I'll show you guys the spine so y'all can see it, but y'all can probably too small to see it on camera, but. And there's I want to say that's the original poster, but not 100%. There's the back, and again, guys, special features, you get a good amount. And I'll show you guys the disc art, and I will show you all the inside artwork. For those that do have an interest in these movies, you guys might want to see that. So that is spine number 40. So this next one is probably one I haven't seen since theaters, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out again. And this is a movie starring Kenneth Braga and Emma Thompson, and that is a movie called Dead Again. And I just remember this being a really, really nice thriller, guys. I do remember enjoying this movie. Don't remember a whole lot about it. I mean, hell, it's been 30 years since I've seen it. So, but yeah, looking forward to checking it out again, guys. This is spine number 23. But I will show you guys the inside. There's the inside artwork. Because there was 3 or 4 movies, if memory serves, there was 3 or 4 movies that came out within a couple years of each other that were all very similar, and I always get them mixed up. But looking at the images on the inside, I do remember this movie. I do remember enjoying this movie, so definitely one I'm looking forward to checking out again. But like I said, I was intrigued enough to pick it up, and this is spine number 23. So that is Dead Again, guys. All right, now this next movie here is a blast. I remember seeing this movie. This movie came out in 1999, and when I first seen this movie, I just enjoyed the hell out of it. And I don't know why. I don't think I've ever actually owned this on physical media. I've seen this in theaters, and I think I rented it, back in the day. But if memory serves, I don't think I've ever owned this before, guys. But that is Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd in Double Jeopardy. And guys, this movie has got just such a cool story, such a nice twist. It's just such a good movie. There's the front and the back, and there's the spine. And there's the artwork on the inside there. And there's the back. You get a few special features on this. Don't seem like it's quite as many, but you got your disc art, and there is the inside artwork. But Ashley Judd, she's a great actress, and Tommy Lee Jones, I mean, he's just a damn legend. He's good in everything, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, this movie, if you haven't seen this, it's got a really cool plot to it. It's just a really good movie. I highly recommend that one, and that's spine number 66. All right, guys, moving on. This one here is a little bit of an older title, and this has one of my favorite actors in it. This is a movie called The Gambler with James Caan. And guys, that retro artwork just looks fantastic. I hope this camera is really just showing you guys how nice it looks, because in person, this really is just really nice how good this looks. I can't say it enough. There's the old image of The Gambler, and this movie here came out in 1974. And yeah, any kind of gambling, casino, gangster type movie, I'm all about, guys. And I want to say I've seen this, guys, but I know I've seen the remake with Mark Wahlberg. They did a remake with Mark Wahlberg. When was it, guys? Early 2000s. But this is the original movie that movie was based on. So many of you guys maybe have seen the Mark Wahlberg movie. That movie was based on this one here. Guys, this is 1974, and this is spine number 49. Super glad to have this one, guys. This one will be watched really soon. And this is definitely my type of movie. Alright, guys, this next movie is one that I remember when it first came out. I didn't see it in theaters, but they used to show this damn movie on HBO, I swear to God, every day. And, this movie came out in 1977. And so I was only 6, 7 years old then. And so this movie wasn't really made for my age group at the time. It's a movie I didn't appreciate until later in life. But guys, that's a movie called The Deep. And this was like right after Jaws. Matter of fact, the same guy that wrote the book for Jaws, Peter Benchley, wrote this a couple years later. And Nick Nolte, Jacqueline Bisset, and Robert Shaw. Of course, Robert Shaw was the great Quint, one of the greatest characters ever put on film, in my opinion. Robert Shaw stars in this as well. So you got Robert Shaw starring in a Peter Benchley story a couple years after Jaws. Now, this movie is not Jaws. I do remember this. I have watched this, later in life, and I did grow to appreciate this movie. I'm a big fan of Nick Nolte, obviously a big fan of Peter Benchley, big fan of Robert Shaw. And it's one that I've wanted to own in my collection, guys. I don't think I've ever owned it. I haven't seen it in probably 15 years. So I really love the artwork on this. And, guys, I was going through their line, and I seen this movie here, and I said, I really want to own that and check it out again. So, like I said, this came out in 1977, and this is spine number 28. Guys, look at that artwork. Just damn look at it. It's just fantastic. All right, guys. So there's the inside. There's the back. And you get a ton of special features on this one, just a paragraph. And I'll show you the disc art here and then show you the inside. There's your inside disc art. And there's your inside shot. Alright, guys, that's the last one I got from Imprint. You will see me get some more. Like I said, they got about probably 10 more that I really got my own. And right now it seems like Orbit DVD and sometimes maybe eBay if you find the price right. They seem to be the best place to grab these. And I want to say Amazon. I got the Bad News Bears back there. I think I grabbed that from Amazon. So anyway, guys, that is what I got from Imprint, this collection haul. I have nothing but good things to say about them so far. Okay, guys, next up, this is going to be just random pickups from different boutique labels. And it looks like I got almost every boutique label covered here. This first one is from a label that I've never got anything from. It's Unearthed Films. Unearthed Films is the name of the label. I've heard of them. I don't know much about the company, but this will be the first one in my collection. And this was actually a recommendation from a buddy of mine, Brad, from Instagram. And it's a movie called The Untold Story. And what he said about this movie here that really intrigued me to pick it up is that most people get this for the documentary that's on it. Supposedly there's like an hour-long documentary on this thing. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. But one thing I found interesting whenever I started doing a little research on this one is that this was directed, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was December, that Vinegar Syndrome released a movie called The Ebola Syndrome. And The Ebola Syndrome was one of the first ones I watched that month, and I'm telling you, that's a crazy-ass movie. It's one of the Category 3 movies that was released back in Hong Kong back in the day that you really can't make anymore. The same director, Herman Yao, and the same star from Ebola virus, Anthony Wong, both teamed up again to make this movie. Now, I believe that that actor and that director has teamed up to do 3 or 4 of these films. At least 3, I'm sure of. And guys, I don't know much about this, but if it's anything like the Ebola Syndrome, I'm telling you, it's crazy as hell. The Ebola Syndrome blew me away. That was a wild-ass movie. It's definitely a movie that sticks with you. It's a movie that I still think about every once in a while. It's just really crazy, guys. But anyway, that's just a little history about this I thought was neat. I'm really excited to check out this director and actor again to see what they do here. And I'm also super excited to check out this documentary, guys. And we'll go over that real quick. So on this one here, you get a commentary with Anthony Wong, the star of the movie. You get a commentary with Herman Yao, which is the director. A Q&A with Herman Yao. Category 3, this is the documentary, guys. Category 3, The Untold Story of Hong Kong Exploitation Cinema. And that's supposedly where the money's at. A lot of people get this, like I said, for that documentary. And something called Cantonese Carnage, an interview with Rick Baker. There you go, Rick Baker, big fan of his. And you get trailers and linear notes. So the special features on this one, guys, if Unearthed Films has other releases packed like that, I may be grabbing some more of these. And I did notice as I was sitting there looking at the package, you guys ain't going to be able to see this, but down on the bottom of that spine is a number 4. This is called Unearthed Classics. So I'm assuming this is number 4 in Unearthed Classics. So I'm sure in a future collection update, you're going to be seeing Unearthed Classics 1, 2, and 3. So, I don't know, guys. I'm trying to get away from that, but it's hard. You know, I need some help. But anyway, guys, there's the front and the back. And you do get a booklet with this. And there's the artwork. It's like no reversible artwork, it looks like. But I will take the booklet out to show you guys. And guys, it ain't much to it. It's really just like a pamphlet. I mean, there's the front of it, and it's really nothing. It's just you open it up, and there's a little bit of documentation there. But just a little bit of reading. So sorry, Johnny, I know you like your booklets, but this is really just more like a pamphlet. But yeah. So anyway, guys, that's The Untold Story. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I am excited about checking it out, and really excited about checking out that documentary, like I said. All right, now like I said here, guys, I got about every boutique label represented in this little stack here. This next one is a 4K from Kino Lorber that came out recently, and that is The Great Escape. Absolutely classic movie, guys. Yeah, this movie came out in 1963, and this is one of Kino's 4Ks with a slipcover. You know, after a while, those slipcovers are hard to come by on these Kino 4K titles. But guys, just listen to this cast. You got Steve McQueen, James Garner, Richard Attenborough, Charles Bronson, James Donald, Donald Pleasance of Halloween fame, and James Coburn. But yeah, guys, the absolute star-studded cast. Everybody's heard of this movie before. I've seen it multiple times, but it's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I'm really excited about checking it out. I'll show you the inside, guys. You know, Kino Lorber is pretty much the same on the inside. Never really kind of flare on the inside. I kind of wish they would change that. But I think that's just all part of that label. That's how it is. And I don't think, no reversible, guys, on this. So they do fall behind a little bit when it comes to packaging compared to some of the other labels. But I can appreciate a really nice slipcover. And, it's a nice looking release, guys. And, guys, this one here is going to come in your native 4K. No Dolby Atmos on this. You're going to get DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. So, is what it is, guys. No Dolby Atmos. Which, this is a 1963 movie. Would have made that much of a difference. I don't know. I always like having it. But, I don't know, guys. Yeah, like I said, guys, it's been a while since I've seen it. Looking forward to checking it out again. But that is The Great Escape from Kino. Another great 4K by them. Alright, guys, the next movie I got was the latest one from Vestron Video. And, I have everything in their line, so whatever they come out with at this point, probably going to grab. And this is such an easy line to collect, guys. They're so cheap. I mean, they're like anywhere from $12 to $13, depending on where you get it from. And that is Candyman Day of the Dead. Now, guys, I know that I'm late to the party on most of these, but y'all just bear with me on that. But look at that artwork. This is number 24 in the line. Pretty sure, guys, this movie never actually had a theatrical release. I think this was a straight to video deal. This is the only Candyman movie I haven't seen. So looking forward to checking it out. I mean, you got Tony Todd back playing Candyman. You get a pretty good amount of special features here, guys. Not going to go through all that, but I mean, you can see there on the back in the gray. That's all special features. But guys, $12.99, $13.99, depending on where you pick it up from. I mean, you can't beat it, guys. Because if you haven't checked out some of these Vestron videos, collector series, I mean, they're great releases, guys. If you want to get into physical media, there ain't no better way to do it than this, because these are cheap. And a lot of this shit ain't. All right, guys, next up, we have a movie that my buddy Brian Goes Blue sent me. So, Brian, again, thank you for that, buddy. And this is one from Arrow Video that I really wanted to pick up but never got around to grabbing. And so Brian was nice enough to send me an extra copy he had. And that is, of course, Death Screams. And really cool slipcover on this one, guys. But this is a 1982 movie. And I've never seen it before. I'm not very familiar with this film at all. But, yeah, man, Arrow Video, they just knock it out of the park. Man, they're up there with Vinegar Syndrome to me, as far as their packaging and presentation. I mean, there's the disc art, and they always give you all kind of goodies in here. And this one here, you get a nice booklet. There you go, Johnny. There's your booklet, buddy. You get a nice booklet, and it looks like an advertisement card for some of their other stuff. And you do get reversible artwork on this, guys. And the reversible is going to be the original poster from back in the day. Guys, I'm telling you, the plot of this movie is right up my alley. It says, in a small town in North Carolina, a group of friends are stalked by a mysterious machete-wielding maniac. I mean, this is obviously one of the millions of slashers that came out around that time. I mean, 1982 was one of the biggest years for slashers. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited to check this one out. I love a good slasher movie. I mean, the 80s slashers is where I got into horror movies to start with. It's definitely one of my favorite, I guess you would call it a subgenre, I guess. Yeah. Great looking release, guys. Arrow does it again. Brian, thank you again for sending me this, buddy. This is one that I kind of slip on, and I'm real glad to have it now. And by the way, the reversible slip, either way you do it, guys, it still looks cool. Yeah, Arrow just always pulls out all the stops, guys. Big fan. All right, next up. Everybody's heard me say this a million times, along with other YouTubers, that when it comes to 4K transfers, Blue Underground is second to none. And this is the latest release by Blue Underground and their 4K line, and that is the Toolbox Murders. Now, when I heard this was coming out, since I have all the other Blue Underground 4Ks, I knew I was going to grab it, so I went ahead and pre-ordered it. Because I have had the Toolbox Murders Part 2 from Screen Factory sitting back there on my shelf now for about a year. And I kept telling myself, until I actually watched this one, I wasn't going to watch that one. And I was going to stream it, I kept putting it off. And once I seen that they released this, I said, that's great. Now that I have this, we're going to have a double feature one night, and we're going to watch Part 1 and 2 of the Toolbox Murders. But guys, this movie came out in 1978. A ski mask maniac kills apartment complex tenants with the contents of a toolbox. You don't get much simpler than that, guys. But I will go ahead and show you the packaging here. Now, there's no lenticular slip on this, which I kind of like when they do that, but none on this one. And sometimes they'll come out with multiple slips, like Dead and Buried. But this one here, you get just a pretty plain slip. Looks like the original artwork, I'm guessing there. And there's the back. And I'm not going to go over the special features, guys, but there's a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 9 new special features on here for this disc. So, I mean, Blue Underground always goes all out, guys. And I know one of my favorite by them is Zombie. When they put out Zombie on 4K, which is the first one I got, man, I was blown away how good that movie looked. And no reversible artwork, guys, on this. So, yeah, Toolbox Murders, never seen it. Never seen either one of them. And I am super excited to jump into these two movies here, guys. So, yeah, happy to have that one. All right, guys. I'm excited to see what Blue Underground comes out with next. Whatever their 4K line is one of my favorite. So, guys, only in Pot's Movie Dungeon can you go from the Toolbox Murders to friggin' Harold and Maude. Yes, guys, my next movie up is from Paramount Presents. I finally caught up and got everything in that line, and so I grabbed this because, one, I've never seen it, and I know it's a classic, and I know this is different from a lot of the stuff that I watch, but yeah, Harold and Maude is my next one, guys. And this is number 29 in the Paramount Presents line. Of course, you get your poster. Always a nice touch. And guys, I really don't know anything about this movie here. I do know that it came out in 1971, the year I was born. So it is a very old movie. And there is your disc art. And these Paramount Presents guys, they do a great job. Usually don't do reversibles, but they always have a nice little shot of the film inside there. And I've heard a lot of people say, guys, what a classic this movie is. And this may be one that me and my wife watch. You know, my wife doesn't really care for the horror movies very much. So this might be one that me and her watch one night. So guys, I like all kind of movies. I don't do just horror here. I like action. I like pretty much everything. But I'm looking forward to checking it out. Now, I know this does have Ruth Gordon. And the only thing I know Ruth Gordon from is the Clint Eastwood movies, Any Which Way But Loose and Every Which Way You Can. I mean, that's my history of Ruth Gordon as far as I know. And what it looks like here is she's really old and she's dating a guy that's really young. I'm sure it goes deeper than that, guys, but that's what we got. That's what I know about it. And not a lot on special features, which I don't think many usually come on these. You get a commentary with Larry Karsinski and Cameron Crowe, and theatrical trailers and stuff like that, guys. So basically, not a whole lot as far as special features go. I know I watched Vanilla Sky, another Paramount Presents, the other day, and there was a pretty good amount of special features on that one. So I guess it's just kind of hit or miss. But yeah, glad to have this one, guys. Number 29. I'm gonna keep it going with Paramount Presents. I really like their packaging, good transfers. Real happy with what I've seen from them so far. Now this next one here, I'm gonna start off by thanking Side Hustle Cinema because I first seen this on his channel, and I am a huge fan of this movie. And it's a damn crime that we don't have this on 4K in the United States. So I've watched on his channel doing an unboxing of this, and he had ordered this from Germany, from Amazon Germany. And they do have a 4K of this movie over there, and that is the 4K of The Running Man. I'm going to try to get the light on that so y'all can see just how cool that looks. But guys, this is I got to do it. It's a hard box, and I'll try to get the spine there, guys. It's hard to see unless you get the light just right on it. But you get a really nice spine there, and guys, this is the digibook, and there's a shot of the book on the inside, guys. So just give you an idea. Pretty good sized book here. I'd say about maybe 20 pages. And on the back of the digibook, you get a really nice bonus disc of special features. So yeah, guys, this thing here looks absolutely fantastic. And I know whenever I seen Side Hustle Cinema show this, that I had to grab it. So yeah, I mean, it was easy to get, guys. I went on Amazon Germany. It wasn't that bad. I don't remember what the shipping was, but it wasn't terrible. But yeah, super glad to have this, guys. And I am fully expecting the United States to release the 4K of this sometime this year, now that I have this. But that being said, now, I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know what the transfer's like, but I'm sure it's fine. But then again, guys, you don't know till you see it. But just to let you guys know the specs on this, this does get Dolby Vision HDR10 from the native 4K. So guys, as far as the audio goes, you don't get a Dolby Atmos for this. You get HDS HD Master Audio 7.1 and something called LPCM 2.0. Now, I asked Brian Goes Blue what LPCM was the other day, and he told me, but I forgot. So sorry, Brian, I had to Google it. And it's linear pulse code modulation. So for what it's worth, guys, those out there much smarter than me, whatever, can read into that. Besides, also, if you already watched this, let me know down below how the transfer is on this. But no Dolby Atmos, but I'm sure it's going to sound and look fine, guys. Just happy to have it on 4K. Really happy to have this release. Big fan of the movie. All right, moving on. I picked up a couple new 4K Steelbooks and one new 4K Slip from Best Buy. And the first one, guys, is this one just came in the mail today, actually. And this is the new release of Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. You're not the best looking Steelbook, guys, but you know, it's okay. It's not bad. And kind of heavy, guys. And I think the reason why is because this one here, the packaging on the inside is really, really nice. I mean, obviously you get a 4K disc, you get a Blu-ray disc, and you get these really nice art cards. Which I have to say, from a big studio release like this, you normally don't get stuff like this. This is usually reserved for the boutique titles. You know, stuff like an Era Video would do something like this. So you get these really nice. See if the light can. You guys can see that. But anyway, you get these really nice art cards. So yeah, those are a nice touch, guys. And I will show you all the disc artwork, and I'm not sure if that came through. I'll take out the disc, guys. There's not really anything major back here behind. There's the other disc, so I already got it out. And you just got a little bit of blood splatter back there. Nothing too major, guys. Now, I have not seen this movie. I didn't go to theaters and see this. The reason why I got this is, one, I'm a big fan of the franchise. And I have the Resident Evil box set back there in 4K, so I definitely want to own this in 4K as well. And I thought, this was a pretty good looking steelbook. So I went ahead and pre-ordered the steelbook, and, this thing was just released, I think, this Tuesday. And I actually ordered this, I think, the day of. So, it was still in stock online whenever I ordered this from Best Buy, the day that it actually was released. Which, a lot of times these steelbooks go a lot faster than that. But, guys, not a real fancy steelbook, but, it's all right. But this one here, you do get some special features. You get replicating the DNA, cops, corpses, and chaos, zombies, liquors, and the horrors of Resident Evil. And guys, with this one, you do get native 4K, HDR10. You do get a Dolby Atmos track with this. You get Dolby True HD 7.1, and you also get a 5.1. So, excited to have it, guys. Like I said, big fan of the series. And this is supposed to be a prequel. I think this is going to be kind of like more true to the game, I think, what I've heard. But don't know that much about it, really, guys. But I pretty much just grabbed this because it's Resident Evil, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so moving on, guys. Now, this next steelbook is another one from Lionsgate. And, guys, Lionsgate has been absolutely killing it this year. And that is the Punisher 4K steelbook. Now, I know this came out like last week or the week, maybe even the week before now. I did pre-order this. Just not getting around to showing it off. I did show it on the live stream last Saturday night. But, of course, you get the gray slipcover, guys. And the artwork on this steelbook is just absolutely fantastic. Huge fan of that artwork. That's what there's the discard on the inside. And there you go. But yeah, Lionsgate, man, I don't think matter of fact, I know, in my opinion anyway, that there's not another company out there doing steelbooks the way Lionsgate is doing them right now. These on slip covers for the steelbooks is what a great idea, guys. And guys, on this one here, you also get it's also native 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR10. You get a Dolby Atmos track, Dolby True HD 7.1. So guys, it's gonna sound fantastic. This is just a fun movie. I really love this version of the Punisher. So yeah, just a fun movie, guys. So moving on, guys. I missed the steelbook on this. I know this came out, this time maybe a month ago. It's a movie I still have not seen yet, but I have heard a lot of good things about this movie. I've also heard some bad things, but for the most part, they've been positive. And it's a movie I'm very excited to check out. I was gonna rent it on my Vudu, or I was gonna get it on streaming. I think it was HBO Max that had this when it first came out, but it was only for a limited time. Then you had to buy it on Vudu. Well, I didn't want to buy it on Vudu or anywhere else because I wanted to own it on physical media. So I finally found one with a slipcover, so I went ahead and grabbed it, guys, and that is the Dune 4K. Now, I know there's certain people out there that just think this movie's fantastic. There's other people that was not a big fan of it, guys, so I'm going to form my own opinion. This also has native 4K, Dolby Vision HDR10. You're also getting a Dolby Atmos track with this. From what I hear, the transfer and the audio on this is fantastic. I've heard that from many people, so I'm really excited to check this one out. I own the old Dune movie that came out from Arrow last year. I have it back there sitting on the shelf, the limited edition box set, and I still have not watched that movie yet. Guys, I was a Star Wars kid, and I never got into the Dune movie, never watched it back in the day. And probably what I need to do is I need to get through that Dune movie first, because everybody says that's a tough one to get through. It's really slow. And but I really want to watch that one before I watch this one. So I may just do a double feature one night and just have a big Dune night. We'll see, guys. But yeah, that's Dune. I'm glad to have it with a slipcover. I kind of wish I'd picked up that steelbook, but it's not a big deal. So that is all I got in the way of studio releases, I guess you would call it, and steelbooks, guys. All right, guys. The next group of movies we're going to go over is my Vinegar Syndrome titles for the month of January. Now, normally I try to do these videos by themselves, but like I said before earlier in the video, I just got behind. So I decided to go ahead and group those in along with this collection update. So this is everything that I picked up in the month of January from Vinegar Syndrome. And first off, guys, we got the movie Curfew. So this is a 1989 movie directed by Gary Winnick. And guys, like I've said before, the majority of these Vinegar Syndrome titles I've never heard of before. I know that a lot of people have heard of this movie. I didn't know much about it. I've never seen it. But I have heard from many people they are excited about this one, so I am interested in checking this one out. And guys, you know how it is with Vinegar Syndrome. It's a lot about the packaging. Of course, you want to have a good movie inside, but these packages are always great. And this is definitely not my favorite that they've done, but it's not bad. There's the front and the back, and I will show you guys the inside. You got some disc artwork there, and I'll show you the reversible here. And that is the original poster, I believe, from what I've seen online. So, which I actually like the original poster better, so I'm gonna flip that around. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out, guys. This was not my favorite month for Vinegar Syndrome. Now, they did come out with one title I was very excited about, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about that one next. And that is the movie called Dead Heat. And I'm sure you've heard a lot of people on YouTube talking about this one here. This is a really, really fun movie, guys. This movie stars Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo, and it came out in 1988. And guys, I remember seeing this movie back in the day, but the guy's artwork is absolutely great. I mean, you got this here is all embossed on the back. You got the fingers on the front are embossed. I mean, guys, just a great looking artwork. And we're going to take that out and show you guys and this is the 4K. So there's the reversible, guys. I'm a fan of that one there. I'm going to turn that around. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited to have this. I'm really excited to check this out. My plan, if I can get this video shot in time, is to watch this tonight. But I'm definitely watching it this weekend, if not before. So yeah, guys, this was definitely released by Vinegar Syndrome. I was very excited about. And, the packaging's great. I'm sure the movie's still going to be a lot of fun. Alright, now this next movie, on just the polar opposite of that, I'm not very excited about this movie at all. I watched the trailer over on Dead Pit stream. Dead Pit, they did like a video where they did all the trailers for all these movies. And this trailer here, guys, looked rough. I'm not very excited about this one here, but I grabbed the month package and this was in it. And that is Masters of the World. And guys, I don't remember who it was, but I heard somebody say on a YouTube video once that one way you can tell if a movie by Vinegar Syndrome really sucks is if they go totally ass out on the back. And you can see they went totally ass out on this one. So that should tell you something. I think the first time I heard that was Surf 2. The back of that, whatever, was a girl showing her whole butt, whatever, and that movie's supposed to be hot garbage. So guys, this is an Italian film where pretty much the entire cast just grunt through the whole movie, from what I can tell from the trailer. So I don't know, guys. I'm definitely going to watch it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, guys. But everything I've heard from other people that have watched it, they're not a big fan of this. So, yeah, I don't know if this is one that I'll be keeping or not. But, I don't know, guys. It's Vinegar Syndrome, so, when something's bad, it's usually really bad. But, hey, you got really cool artwork with nothing else. So, I don't know. Like I said, I picked it up because I grabbed the January bundle, and, this was obviously part of it. But, yeah, we'll see, guys. But Masters of the World, I will watch it, and we'll see. Alright, guys, next up is number 3 in their VSP line, which is Vinegar Syndrome Productions. And this is a rather strange title, I think. It's called The Scary of 61st. And maybe that'll make more sense once I actually watch the film. You got a nice little mirror image there on the front. Pretty plain on the back, but not a bad looking case. And this is one of the side loaders. And a very interesting artwork there. You guys can see that. Know absolutely nothing about this movie, guys, but this shows this movie was made in 2021. I hadn't had time to really go in and dig and do the research on these films like I normally do. Now, this one here, you do get a booklet on the inside, which is, make sure I ain't showing anybody anything weird there on YouTube. Never know about Vinegar Syndrome, you gotta be careful. But you get a booklet on the inside, that's a nice little touch. And there's the disc art. You guys can see that. And you do get a reversible work on this. And I am interested to find out more about this. And like I said before, what I think the VSP line is movies that basically never had a release of any kind, either in home video or in theaters. It got held up for various reasons. The movie never got finished. And I think Vinegar Syndrome goes in and finishes the movie or puts it out for the first time. But, it's under their VSP line, Vinegar Syndrome Productions. So, guys, if memory serves, the first VSP was New York Ninja. And the second one was a movie called Censor. Now, I still haven't watched New York Ninja yet, but I did watch Censor, and I really enjoyed that movie. But guys, like I said, I usually try to do more research on these films before making the video, So I do apologize. I don't have any better information for you than that. But that being said, if y'all have any better information, let me know down below. Because I definitely plan on doing some more research on these. I kind of look up stuff as I'm watching the movie a lot of times. But yeah, guys, the Scary of 61st, VSP number 3, hardbox. And guys, have you noticed that I'm very guilty of this. Not judging by no means. But anytime there's a hardbox, and by making a video, I can tell you from this side of the camera, you almost feel obligated to do that. Don't know why. I don't know. I enjoy it though. And I noticed that everybody else in those videos do the same thing. And I think it's just a good way for us to get across on camera that, you know, it's a hard box. So anyway, guys, that kind of the mindset on this side of the camera. All right. So next up, guys, we have a movie called Fortress of America. And you guys can see the spelling of America there and kind of fill in the gap there on what you're thinking about with this movie here, guys. There's a reversible. And that looks like high-class art there. Yeah. I've heard this movie's not great. Yeah, guys, I definitely know nothing about this movie here. But this is one of their VSAs. This is VSA... my old blind ass. This is VSA number 20. And, you know, usually the VSA guys, even though they're very collectible, you know, they're very numbered. This is number 2000... This is 2,203 out of 5,000. And so, you know, it's a nice touch for collectors, guys. I mean, you know, they know how to get us. But traditionally, overall, these movies here are usually not great. So, I'm so bad about doing these videos with these Vinegar Syndrome titles because, you know, I hadn't seen them, and I rely so much on what other people say, especially with this line, because it's usually movies I've never heard of before. And so I don't have time a lot of times to watch all these movies before I do the video, which I probably should do. I don't know, but got really good artwork, guys. Really good disc art, and you know these VSAs, they all come with posters, and I'll go ahead and show you this poster here, guys, because it's usually double sided. And we'll see what we got on either side. Yeah, it's just the reversible artwork. I figured it was. So yeah, she's a classy looking chick, and there's the reversible. So guys, I mean, this may be a fun movie. And, you know, like I said before, if I watch it and it blows me away, I'll come back and update you guys and let you know. But I'm just going on what about 7 or 8 other channels have said. And nobody was too high on this movie here. But, yeah, we're gonna see how it goes, guys. But I'm trying to go back and get these VSAs. And I'm missing about, I think, 6. And those 6 are the ones that are, you know, you're not going to get them unless you're going to come off the wallet. And I'm not really willing to do that for these. So, but anyway, guys, that's Fortress of America for what it's worth. I was so busy complaining about this movie, I'm not sure if I even told you anything about it. The movie came out in 1989. It's the story of a criminal rebel planning revenge against corrupted sheriff and crazy general who was controlling secret militia called the Fortress of America. And I'm sure there's nobody in this movie that nobody's ever heard of before. And I would be correct. I don't see anybody in here that I recognize, guys. Not to say that I'm not overlooking somebody. But we'll just go with this, guys. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to at least check this out and just see what it's all about. All right, guys. The last thing I picked up from Vinegar Syndrome, and I got 1, 2, and 3 on the shelf of this line, and I went ahead and grabbed this one here because I have watched everything in the first box, but I haven't watched the Volume 2 or Volume 3 yet. But this is the Forgotten Gialli Volume 4. And I can tell you now that I did go through that entire box, the Volume 1, and had a great time with it, guys. You know, these are all Italian films, obviously. And that first box was a really good time, guys. But this one here, you get, I'm just going to take the movies out and show you guys. But this one here, you get 3 movies. I got to do it, guys. Sorry. Hard box. All right. Anyway, this one here, you get 3 movies. The first one is a movie called Arabella, Black Angel. And there's the cover. There's the back. And you get some nice inside artwork, and you get just a background picture, it looks like there. And I might as well go ahead and show you guys. I'm sure some of y'all really want to see that. So there's the background cover art. And this is a 1989 movie, guys, for you guys that want to know. I'm not going to try to pronounce the names because I do not speak Italian. All right. So, Next up, we have a movie from 1978, and that is called The Sister of Ursula. And I don't think this is the Ursula from the Little Mermaid movies. But again, you get some really nice disc art, guys. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome never disappoints when it comes to that. They always got the packaging on point. I mean, just great stuff, guys. The last movie in the box is a movie from 1986, and it's called The Killer is Still Among Us. So I have heard this is probably the more violent of the three movies. But again, that's just what I've heard, guys. I haven't seen it yet. And there is the disc art on the inside. But yeah, guys, I can tell you, I went through that first box, whatever, in 2 nights. I watched all 3 movies. And they were all a good time, guys. I really am not dug that deep into Jolly stuff, whatever. And yeah, I enjoyed them. I'm very excited about watching the rest of them. And like I said, as long as Vinegar Syndrome keeps putting out these boxes, I'm going to keep getting them. They're a good time, guys. But that is the Forgotten Gialli set. And that is everything I picked up for the month of January for Vinegar Syndrome. And guys, another thing about these boxes here is they really look good on the shelf. You got volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 right beside each other. Yeah, big fan of those guys. All right, guys, we are down to the last boutique title. And most of y'all that have been watching this channel for any lengthy amount of time know that my favorite boutique label is Scream Factory. And so this here is the largest group of movies I have in this collection update. And this is going to be, I got like 3 Shout Selects, a lot of Scream Factory back catalog titles, a couple new releases, and 1 collector's edition. The first one up, guys, is going to be a new Shout Select. Now, this is one of their limited editions. They kind of announced this at the last minute, and they only limit this to 1,500 copies. And it's one I've never heard of before. It's a collection of 3 movies by a director named Percy Adlon. It's the Percy Adlon collection, and the main movie in this is called Baghdad Cafe. Supposedly that's what he's known for. Now, this is a German director, and there's a total of 3 films on this. And you have I'll show you the disc art on the inside, guys. But you have the Baghdad Cafe. You have a movie called Sugar Baby, and a movie called Rosalie Goes Shopping. So there's the inside artwork, guys. And let me know down below if anybody's a fan of this guy. I've never heard of him before. But there's, I'm guessing 3 shots from the movie. Yes, that's Jack Palance there in the middle. But in the very brief research I did on these films, guys, the main star in all 3 of these movies is the same actress. It's an actress named Mariana Sagebridge. And I'll throw her picture right up here, guys. But you do have some other big names in the first movie here, guys. You have Jack Palance. You have CCH Pounder. Now, is it CCH or is it pronounced? I don't know. You guys help me out. The other movie is Rosalie Goes Shopping. Of course, you have Mariana again. And then you have Judge Reinhold. You know him from Beverly Hills Cop and some other stuff. And I'm looking at the third movie here, guys, see if I recognize any other names. And just at a quick glance, I do not. But yeah, guys, I mean, supposedly the Baghdad Cafe's got a lot of rave reviews. I'm looking forward to checking it out, guys. And who knows? I mean, this might be a director that I kind of fall in love with. But he's a German director. That's about all I know about him. But yeah, that's the Baghdad Cafe, guys. If for whatever reason they wanted to limit this to 1,500 copies. And I'm glad I got one, guys. And this is going to be spine number 128 in the Shout Select line. All right, next up is the movie that I was really excited about. Back in the day, I watched this movie so many times, guys. To me, it's such a comedy classic. I feel like it's a little underrated. But guys, if you haven't seen this, you got to check it out. And this is the new release of Summer School. I was so excited whenever they announced this, guys. Now, this is spine number 129. Of course, yes, guys, the fans of NCIS, that's Mark Harmon on the front. And anytime my wife loves NCIS, and anytime I watch NCIS, I think of him from this movie. And so it's kind of hard to see him play the guy on NCIS after seeing him in this. But guys, if you guys haven't seen this movie, I mean, there's a pair in here called Chainsaw and Dave. And that's kind of like, the 2 comic relief characters in the movie. And they're big horror fans, big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans. And there's just a lot of great scenes with them in the movie. They're my favorite part of the film. So guys, like I said, if you haven't checked this out, guys, it's a lot of fun. But the movie came out in 1987. You get a new interview with actor Richard Stephen Horvats. You get audio commentary, Inside the Teacher's Lounge featurette, Summer School Yearbook, theatrical trailer. Guys, I'm super excited to revisit this movie again. It's been a pretty good while since I've seen it. And this has Mark Harmon, Kirstie Alley, Courtney Thorne Smith. And this was directed by Carl Reiner, Rob Reiner's dad. Guys, if you hadn't seen this, do yourself a favor. I feel like anybody would be a fan of this movie. I mean, it's got something for everybody. It's just a fun 80s comedy, guys. And it's one that I went back and visited many times over the years. And I thought I had a physical copy of this somewhere, but if anything, it was on DVD, maybe even been VHS. Yeah, I don't remember, guys, but super glad to have this back in my collection. Now, that being said, I was even more excited about this next release being announced. And this is going to be Shout Select Title 127. And that, is, of course, is Jim Carrey and Liar Liar. And I've already got that turned around to the alternate artwork. I will turn this back around and show you all the original artwork. And that's what Scream Factory or Shout Select gave us. So, yeah, guys, this is a perfect mix. And I think Ken over at Mid Level said it best. This is a perfect mix of the comedy Jim Carrey and the drama Jim Carrey all kind of mixed together. I thought this is kind of the perfect mix of that. I got so many Jim Carrey movies that I love, guys. I'm not going to say this is my favorite Jim Carrey movie, but it's definitely top 3. Maybe even top 2. I mean, it's definitely up there. Because I was super excited to see this come to Shout Select. It's a great release for them. And guys, you have 2 new special features on here. You have something called In Session, looking back at the writing of Liar Liar. The Case for Comedy, looking back at the cast of Liar Liar. And then you get your deleted scenes, your outtakes. And guys, I'm telling you right now, the outtakes for this movie, to me, are even funnier than the movie. So, after you watch this movie, make sure you watch the special features with this release, because the outtakes are hilarious. That's one thing I do remember. You also get a commentary with director Tom Shattuck and a theatrical trailer. But guys, who hasn't seen Liar Liar? If you hadn't seen this, you need to go see it soon. I'm telling you, this movie is comedy gold, guys. It's so quotable. I don't know, there's so many things from this movie that I have quoted so many times over the years. It's just a great comedy, guys. Glad to have it in my collection. But that's 3 new great releases, guys, for the Shout Selects. And this is a really fun line to collect. A lot of great titles, guys. A lot of great titles. All right. So next up, we have 4 titles that are, I guess, newer releases. And I don't remember when these came out, guys. I think some of these were February releases. Some of these were were late January releases. But anyway, we're just gonna go through them real quick. The first one here, guys, is one that I've never seen. It was a straight to TV movie, and whatever reason, Scream Factory got a hold of it, and that is the Slumber Party Massacre remake. And you know, you would think automatically you're going straight to TV. You know, you're kind of right there. You kind of setting the bar pretty low. But I'm looking forward to checking it out, guys. I'm a fan of the first one. And I know this is going to be a remake. I'm not thinking this is going to be anything near as good as that. But I'm still looking forward to checking it out. I haven't heard too many great things about it. But, you know, going in with low expectations, maybe there'll be something about it, guys, that I really enjoy. We'll see. So you guys let me know down below if you guys have watched this already. Let me know what you thought. I've heard some people say it was garbage, or some people say it was okay. You know how that goes, guys. I'm going to check it out for myself. All right, next up is another new release, one of the Scream Factory standalone titles, and that is Whispers in the Dark. So this is a 1992 movie directed by Christopher Crowe. I wonder if he's any kin to Cameron Crowe. Now, this stars Jamie Sheridan, and you guys may know Jamie Sheridan from the TV version of The Stand. He played Randall Flagg. Did a great job in that role. I've seen him in a few other things. Don't really remember what off the top of my head. Also stars Alan Alda and Annabella Sciorra, which I'm not familiar with her off the top of my head. John Leguizamo. Pretty decent cast, guys. Don't know anything about it, but if memory serves, I've never seen it. There's a reversible artwork. Nothing too special about that. So, yeah, the artwork's not great, guys. You know, I don't know that much about it, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. You know, I'm hoping it's going to be one that I enjoy. So next up, we have another one of their January releases. And this actually came out the same day, whatever, as Whispers in the Dark, back in early January, I think like the 11th. And this is a movie called The Temp. Now, I'm actually really excited about checking this one out. Now, this movie here came out in 1993, and it was directed by one of my favorite directors, Tom Holland. Now, Tom Holland did Psycho 2. He did Fright Night. He did the original Chucky. So, I mean, Tom Holland's a legend in my mind in the horror world. And so I'm super excited to check this one out. And this one stars Timothy Hutton, Lara Flynn Boyle, Oliver Platt. So, guys, I mean, I'm really excited to check this one out. Yeah, it'll be one of the first ones I watch. There's the inside artwork there. Yeah, Tom Holland, he's got a hell of a resume. He just he is one of my favorites, guys. So, anyway, guys, that is The Temp. And I do think this is one of Tom Holland's movies that I've never seen. I think I've seen most of his stuff, whatever. I have to go back and see what all he's done. Now, guys, this next one here, Brian from Brian Goes Blue sent me a message on Instagram because he knows I try to collect all these Scream Factory titles. And this is one of the releases that Scream Factory puts out where they don't really announce it ahead of time, and they do like a limited number of releases, like 1,500 or whatever. Well, Brian sent me a message on Instagram just making sure that I knew that this had got thrown up there on Scream Factory's website. Of course, I had to go out there and grab it right away. And that is a movie called The Brain Eaters. Now, I didn't know anything about this, guys. It was one of those things I was at work, and just real fast before I forgot, I went in and threw it in my cart and went ahead and got it. I got it home and looked at the trailer. And, guys, this movie came out in 1958. It's an old black and white, obviously. And I'm not going to say the cast or the director because I don't know any of these people. But let's just say that it looks pretty rough, guys. It looks pretty rough. It looks like a B-horror movie from 1958. So, it could be a lot of fun, guys. I have no problem with expanding my horizons a little bit and watching some of this older stuff. I mean, without these old horror titles like this, we might not have the stuff we have today. But the good thing about this, guys, it has a very short runtime. It only has a runtime of 61 minutes. I mean, hell, that's a TV show. So I figure for 61 minutes, guys, this should be a pretty easy watch. So, but yeah, guys, that's The Brain Eaters. All right. Now, next up, I have the latest collector's edition from Scream Factory, and that is a movie called am I saying that right? Paranoiac? I'm sure I just totally tore that up. Let's try it again. Paranoiac. Hell, I don't know. Y'all tell me how to pronounce that. But I do believe Johnny was saying the other night that this is a Hammer horror title. But this one did come with an exclusive poster. So Johnny, this poster will be coming to you, buddy. I got this one and the Vampire Lovers poster I'm going to be sending to you. But yeah, this is their most recent release, their most recent collector's edition. Now, just like the other collector's editions from Scream Factory, you're going to get a ton of special features. You got the nice packaging, nice slipcover, and I really want to get more into the Hammer films, like I said, and I thought this is going to be a great one to add to the collection. They've released quite a few Hammer titles through their collector's editions, and I have all of them back there. I just need to sit down and just watch them. I need to do like a marathon. So, Johnny, I need to get with you so you can maybe give me a top 5 to kind of go over to kind of get started. So anyway, guys, that's I'm gonna try it again, guys. Paranoiac, if I'm saying that right. But I'll show you guys the inside artwork, guys. There's the inside disc. I'm assuming that's the killer there. Not very familiar with this movie at all. There's the original artwork there, which I usually flip over. That way we can have the slipcover, and then we have this on the inside. We get to enjoy both of them. But it says, when it comes to love or murder, there is no one as dangerous as the Paranoiac. I'm sure I have yet to say that right. Anyway, guys, that is the latest collector's edition, and I do have the poster over there. And so, Johnny, I got 2 posters now to send to you. Now, unfortunately, I think I missed out on the Howling 4K poster. I don't think I ordered that one. Matter of fact, I know I didn't. When I went to go put the order in the other day, it said the posters were already sold out. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, guys, moving on. All right, guys. Now, when it comes to these Scream Factory back catalog titles, you have some that stay in print forever, and even when they go out of print, they may go up a couple bucks. But a lot of times on Hamilton Books, wherever, you can still find them pretty reasonably priced. But for whatever reason, and I still ain't figured out exactly what causes it yet. I don't know if it's the movie. I don't know exactly what it is. But you have a very short list of movies that whenever they go out of print, they skyrocket in price. And for whatever reason, guys, this next one was in that category. And I have an Excel spreadsheet with all my movies, like I've said a dozen times, with all my Scream Factory titles I'm trying to collect. And I put a little mark next to the ones that I know are going to be hard to find. And I always go when I have a little extra time, a little downtime. I go when I try to look on eBay or whatever to try to find some deals on these movies. Well, I found a really good deal on this one here. It was an auction that I won, and that is the movie Stigmata. Now, this one here went out of print on October 9th, 2019. And it was originally released by Scream Factory in 2015. Now, a lot of their titles in 2015 are now out of print. But for whatever reason, they could come out within weeks of each other, within months of each other. And this movie here is still going to be about the same price. This movie here is going to triple, quadruple in price. Well, this one here I've seen goes for as much as $90, $100 on eBay. Now, I didn't pay anywhere near that. But was real happy to grab this for the price I got it at, guys. It's not in the best of shape. I mean, all it needs is just a new case. The plastic on the case is a little wrinkled, you can see there. But that's easy. That's an easy fix. I have some extra cases here, guys. The inside artwork's in great condition. Nothing wrong with it. So, yeah. Really, really happy to finally have this in my collection, guys. Glad to finally check this off the list. But yeah, there's the, I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, but there's the inside disc art. But this movie here came out in 1999, and it stars Patricia Arquette, Gabriel Byrne, Jonathan Pryce, Nia Long, and this movie was directed by Rupert Wainwright. So, yeah, Stigmata, I have seen it. Haven't seen it. I think I seen it in theaters, guys. That gives you an idea. That's what, 21 years ago? 23 years ago? Whatever it is. Yeah, guys, Stigmata. Got it back in my collection again. I'm real excited to revisit that. So, next up, we have a movie that, and guys, no, this is not going to be a Vinegar Syndrome Picorama title. This is just a release from Screen Factory, and it's a movie called Swallow. Very, very strange premise for a movie, guys, because I have seen this trailer so many times. This trailer is included on a lot of my other movies, whatever. You know, before the movie starts, they'll have 3 or 4 trailers there on your disc, and this is always one of them, it seems like. And, yeah, so I've seen the trailer a dozen times. Always been interested in checking it out. I haven't heard great things about it, guys, but I got it at a really, really cheap price. You know, it came with a slip, so, I mean, you can't really complain about that. But, you know, the basic premise is this pregnant woman is supposedly some rich lady, and she has this habit of swallowing things, like swallowing these really weird things, like, I guess, like coins and tacks and shit like that. So, I don't know. That's the premise of the movie. I'm sure it goes a little deeper than that. But, you know, for what it's worth, guys, it's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's Swallow, guys. I feel like I talked about it longer than I should. All right. Now, this next movie here, guys, I'm just going to show it to you. It's got probably one of the weirdest, shittiest titles of a movie maybe ever. And it's called The Manster. Now, that's either the shittiest title ever or the greatest title ever. I can't quite decide. But I would love to have been in the boardroom when they were sitting around talking about this movie and planning out a name for this movie. And when somebody came up with The Manster, I wonder how that stuck. Because this is another old one, guys. This came out in 1959. And I'm not going to name a cast or a director because more than likely nobody's ever heard of them. At least I haven't anyway. But yeah, guys, that's The Manster. Now, one thing that sucks about this is when it came in the mail, my case was broke right there. You guys can see that. There's a little crack at the top of the case. Again, that's why I keep a stack of extra cases around. Just hadn't changed this one out yet. But there's a shot of the Manster artwork on the inside there. And I think you get a pretty nice shot, whatever, of maybe that's the Manster right there on the inside cover. And you got some, if you guys can see that, it's the eyeball on his shoulder. So yeah, guys, I don't know. We'll see. So when I watch The Manster, I will be sure to report to you guys and let you know how it is. Hell, it might be a classic. But I just can't get over the name, guys. You know. Anyway, moving on. All right, guys, next up we have a movie from 1968 starring Vanessa Redgrave and Franco Nero called A Quiet Place in the Country. Now, this is an Italian film. So I don't know if there's if it's going to be dubbed in English or if there's going to be I don't know, guys. You get a new audio commentary with film historian and author Tony Howarth, a new interview with actor Franco Nero, and a theatrical trailer. But yeah, I mean, you know, this almost is like a giallo type film, from what I can tell. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Quiet Place in the Country. Interested to check that one out, guys. 1968 though, it's gonna be an old one. So, guys, next up we have one that stars one of my favorite actors, and that, of course, is Jack's Back with James Spader. So I'm a huge James Spader fan. He's got a lot of stuff that I really enjoy. This movie here came out in 1988. But this is basically a modern day Jack the Ripper. I'm sure many of you have seen this movie. I have seen it, but it's been so long ago. This does come with a DVD and a Blu-ray. Which, you know, for whatever reason, they don't seem to do that very much anymore on their standalones. Not much on the inside, guys. You got a little shot of like a cop billboard there. Like I said, guys, James Spader is basically a Jack the Ripper, you know, knockoff. He's like a copycat. Yeah, looking forward to checking this one out, guys. It's been years since I've seen this. All right, next up, guys, we have I think this next movie is going to be a lot of fun. We have a movie from 1990. It's a women's prison movie starring Eric Estrada. And that is a movie called Cage Fury. Now, if that don't look like cheesy good fun, I don't know what is. So, never seen it before, guys. Looking forward to checking it out. The main star is Eric Estrada. You got Punch from Chips. Come on, man. Don't recognize anybody else in the cast. It was directed by Bill Milling. He also was the producer, and the writer. So, yeah, women's prison movie, guys. It should be a fun time. That's Cage Fury. All right, guys. These last 3 titles I'm going to show you are all out of print titles. This first one here. Now, I know I said earlier that The Manster was probably one of the worst titles of a movie ever. This is probably the worst poster art of any movie ever. And that is The Return of Count Yorga. Now, what in the Sam hell is that? Yeah, guys. I feel like that my 9-year-old, 10-year-old nephew could draw a better picture than that. But, yeah. Maybe I'm missing something, guys, but that's just odd as hell to me. But yeah, it's The Return of Count Yorga. The Death Master is back from beyond the grave. I know you ain't supposed to judge a book by its cover, guys, and I try hard not to, even though I fail miserably at that sometimes. Yeah, that looks rough. But this one went out of print with Screen Factory on February 11th, 2021, and we're going to see what the reversible artwork looks like. Much better. Much better. So, yeah, I don't know which is the original, guys. I really don't. I would like to think Screen Factory want to come up with that other one, but yeah, I don't know, guys. All right, enough rambling about that. Wasting y'all's time. I apologize. Getting a little loopy here. I'm going through 50-something damn titles here tonight. But this movie came out in 1971, and it went out of print on February the 11th, 2021 with Screen Factory. And this one wasn't real hard to find. This one here, I actually found this one off of Hamilton Books. Sold on Screen Factory for $16.95. I think I paid $17.99 for this on Hamilton Books, if memory serves. But yeah, guys, glad to have that one in the collection. I can check that one off the list. All right, now this next one here, guys, actually has really cool artwork, and it's got a cool title. The thing about it is, they say don't judge a book by its cover. This is probably a better movie, but I'm going to wait and see. I hadn't seen either one of them. This next one was really out of print. And this is another one that I kind of had marked whenever it's going to be one hard to find. Now, this one here went out of print on December 27th of 2019, and that is a movie called Ghost Town. Now, I did have to go on eBay to find this one here. I paid more than I wanted to for it, but it was still much cheaper than what it was going for on average. I won this in an auction. And you've never seen this before, guys, but, like I said, I'm trying to collect all of these, and this does look like a pretty cool release. But, again, I'm judging the book by its cover before. I've had some of this that had great artwork, and the movie was hot garbage. But that's the reversible artwork there, guys. But, again, somebody let me know. Somebody enlighten me on this. Somebody let me know why do some of these titles go out of print and become so damn hard to find? And other ones, go out of print and, yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe it's the movie. I mean, maybe these are just cult classics and I'm not aware of that. I don't know. But, excited to have this one, guys. Excited to check this out. But, it says the good, the bad, and the satanic. What a great tagline, right? But, yeah, that's Ghost Town, guys. All right, guys, last but not least, and I'm sure this one here is not going to be a favorite over at deadpit.com, because everybody knows they're not a real big fan of Eli Roth. But, guys, this is Eli Roth Presents The Stranger. But, never seen it before, guys. Don't know anything about it. So, let's do a little reading, guys, and we'll learn about it together. This movie went out of print with Screen Factory back on May 12th of 2020. Hell. It was directed by, oh Lord, Guillermo Amodio. I wonder how close I am to there. I think I got Guillermo. Let's try it one more time. Guillermo Amodio. All right. Don't recognize any of the actors, guys. It was produced by Eli Roth. Yeah, guys, this came out in 2014. Don't know that much about it. I was very excited to get this with the slipcover. Now, the case itself was I ain't quite sure what happened here. You guys ain't going to be able to see that, but I'm just going to probably have to put another case on it, whatever. The inside artwork seems to be fine. Best I can tell. I don't want to... the inside artwork seems to be in good shape. No reversible in this, guys. But yeah, the Blu-ray case that came with it, I got this off eBay. It's pretty rough shape. So I definitely have some cases I need to change out. But yeah, Eli Roth, The Stranger, guys, I don't mind Eli Roth. I actually am a fan of Eli Roth. I like Cabin Fever. I liked him in Inglourious Bastards. I mean, I don't have a problem with him. Now, I like all the Hostel movies. you know, for what they are. I mean, I can understand why some people have a problem with Eli Roth, whatever. But me personally, he's never bothered me. I mean, I like his films. Sorry, Deadpit. Hope I can still be a guest in y'all show sometimes. But anyway, guys, that's The Stranger. Yeah, I'm excited about checking it out, guys. Now, it might be just an absolute piece of shit. I don't know, but I'm excited to check it out. Well, guys, that is going to do it. That is a little over 50 titles. I want to say, if I counted correctly, it's like 53 titles. But thank y'all so much for watching, guys. If you guys are still here, I appreciate it. I know this wasn't the shortest video ever. But guys, again, the live stream we did Saturday night with Brian Goes Blue and Johnnie Walker, and I will link their channels down below. And we went over 4 hours with that live stream, and it didn't feel like it, guys. It was just a great conversation. We had great back and forth with the people in the chat, and it was just a really, really good time. And that's definitely something we're going to try to do at least once a month. Really good time, guys. Anyway, guys, enough about that. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you already subscribed. And I will be back really soon with another video, guys. You guys take care. Have a great weekend coming up, and everybody please be safe.